Hello, hey, welcome to Tyler with a K. This is more of an intro clip more than anything. But I have invested the past few months of my life, I guess since like the end of January, to reading this book, at least eventually. This is called Michael Bay, The Parasite. The Parasite. This is going to be like a vlog video for one book, which I haven't done in a while. I did start one for Yoke. I haven't filmed for that one in a while. But anyway, I recently decided to reread the Michael Bay series in preparation of this book, and I started rereading it actually during the summer. I think I actually started rereading it before I knew there was an 8th book, and then starting from January 25th of this year, I continued the series. And tonight I just finished the final spark, and now I'm going on to the 8th one, even though the 7th one was supposed to be the last. So yeah, The Parasite. I have no idea what it's about. I haven't read any descriptions or summary or blurbs of this. I'm going in completely blind. Not sure how often I'll film. I don't really know, but this is gonna be my reading experience. I may just videotape whenever I want to. I don't know. And I'm kind of feeling like maybe at the end of this video I can just talk about my experience with the Michael Bay series in general, because I do have like some general thoughts, I'd say. But yeah, we're just gonna go with the flow, I guess. Thanks for coming along on the ride, and I'm gonna start now. Time lapse, perhaps, maybe not. We'll see. Hey, okay, so that was just me reading the first chapter and the prologue. I don't want to go to bed too late, so I'm gonna sign off for now, but I will obviously continue reading it. The 7th book literally took me less than a week to read. I finished the 6th book, I think, on the 21st, and it's the 27th now. I'm not sure if I started the 7th book on the same day that I finished the 6th, but yeah, it took me 6 days at most. It's so interesting, just some thoughts right from the, I can't remember the term, right from the start, sure. It's so interesting, like, how they're actually growing up. He's literally a junior in college right now, which is, whoa, like, people actually age. We never saw his high school graduation, so, yeah, there are, like, multiple years that have passed, because I think he was a sophomore, maybe, at the beginning of the book. I think it was mentioned that he was 15 or something. So yeah, it's also interesting. I don't know. I thought I said this somewhere, but maybe I just wrote it in a note or something. How like it's interesting when you surpass the people that you're reading about, like Percy Jackson. He's gonna be like 12 forever, I'm guessing. And I'm 16 now, so I'm older than Percy Jackson and Michael Bay, which is, I guess not anymore because he's a junior in college, but I was. Yeah, I don't know, like so basically, like one of the Elgin groups, subgroups or whatever, I think are going to be like the big bad this time around. I really hope Patch isn't alive. That's just getting old. Too many people have already been alive. Have been like revealed to be alive when we thought they were dead. Enough. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm wondering about the title. The Parasite. Parasite is like something that infiltrates from within a group. So maybe one of them are evil. Maybe somebody's on the other side. So I'm wondering about that. Taylor is researching psychology or studying psychology at a university or college in Texas, and Michael's in Idaho. Austin's at Caltech. Taylor's twin Tara is also at the Houston or the Texas school. I can't remember what specific school. And so is Abby. Abigail is also in Texas. Jack, I think he's in Peru, looking over the Star Source plants. Like, it's so interesting. They've grown up and they're doing their own thing and they're about to have reunions, so that's pretty cool. I always wonder, like, when books are done past tense, specifically for this book, he obviously knows what's gonna happen, and at the end of the first chapter he was like, um, I can't believe I asked for adventure or something like that. Like, I wonder where is he in his story now that he's writing this? Like, that's never acknowledged, or rarely acknowledged, that you're in a book. Like you're writing a book, but like you're narrating it, but you're not acknowledging it. It's kind of weird, you know? But after a second of reflection, looking back, I realized that they do actually acknowledge that it's a book. Michael basically complains about his life being boring, and he asks, the thing is, easy living makes for boring reading. Who wants to read about someone's normal day? So all I'm saying is that, I mean, I know I just complain about it, but that doesn't mean I want him to say, and so I'm writing this book to document or whatever at the end. Please don't do that. But it also doesn't say that this is the final book, even though it did say that for the 7th book, so everything's up in the air. Is there going to be another book? Please no. Okay, those are my thoughts. Gonna try to import this before I go to bed. But yeah, it's going well. I don't really have that many. It's not far enough to really make an impression, but yeah. Something that I don't really like is how every chance they get, basically, Austin is mentioned liking food, and they already did that once in the book. So I guess that's a negative part of it. But yeah, it's fine. I'll check in when I check in. Hey, I just wanted to really quickly check in for Michael Bay. It is 2 days later. I am about actually halfway through. It has 335 pages, I think, and I'm on 170 right now. I was actually going to try to read until 200, but I have an event that I'm going to tomorrow, and I want to go to bed. So yes, I think I'll be able to finish it like by the weekend. I don't think it'll take me a week. I guess I've just been reading fast because this is like new content, at least related to like the Michael Bay world or whatever. So that just like, this is my first exposure to like something that I haven't read before, like recently. So like I guess that just is motivating me to like read it pretty fast, read it pretty quickly. But yeah, I think I'll be able to finish it soon. I also want to film my March wrap-up, like, relatively early. I hope to actually film it tomorrow, so, we'll see if I'm able to finish it by the end of tomorrow. I may have to finish it in April, but I hope not. Or maybe I can film the bulk of the wrap-up tomorrow, and then I can just include Michael Bay, like, at the end, when I actually finish it. I think that's a better idea, but yeah, I just wanted to check in, as I said. It's going well. It's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Oops. I totally forgot that I was making a video for Michael Bay 8, The Parasite. But I'm back. After, like, 15 days have gone by, in which I have finished the book. Well, not 15. Whatever the date is today. Today's like April 12th, I want to say. And I finished this on March 31st. So it's been, I guess, 13 days, if that's math, since I finished it. And I'll just talk about it for a little bit. I don't really know. It's been 12 or 13 days, and I just want to go past. I just want to grow from this experience and not dwell on it, if you know what I mean. I did not really like this book. I did not like it, but I didn't like it. Yeah, okay. I did not like it. It's not bad, but it's just like, you see, I've been devoting my past few months to this book series. I have read the 7 books prior to this in anticipation of the new book, and I just expected the payoff to be there, and it honestly just wasn't. First, the way that Richard Paul Evans literally said the 7th book, The Final Spark, was literally the final book. Like, on the back it said, the 7th book in the 7 book series or something, or the final book in the 7 book series, something like that. And now it just says,
Michael Vey, The Parasite, is the 8th book in the electrifying series from #1 best-selling author, Richard Paul Evans. And the way that this book even finishes, I'll get into it. There are spoilers in this video, so I'll specify, but, it makes me think that there's going to be another book, and it doesn't make me think that this is the last book. Honestly, I'm wondering why. Why he revisited this. Like, it's good. Well, okay, what it's talking about, like, the content of the book is interesting enough, right? But, like, what made him want to continue the series is my question. Did he not want to say goodbye to Michael Vey? Maybe, but, like, still, like, when he say it's the last book, it's supposed to be the last book, you know? And I know I have talked about the plot a little bit. I read this book, every single page. I did read it, but like I don't remember what happened. And it is like not a short book. What makes it pretty easy to read is that like it's not really that complex of a reading. Like I feel like it's pretty understandable. It's about 330 pages. But yeah, like I feel like I did not read 330 pages, if that makes sense. It kind of gives me vibes of the 5th book in the series, I think, called Storm of Lightning. And at the end of that book, they're planning an attack on Tuvalu, the nation of Tuvalu, which not planning an attack. They're making a plan to get like the different Electric Children and Welch out of Tuvalu, and then like in the 6th book they actually execute that plan, and it's kind of the same vibes in here. Like there isn't like an epic battle. It's more like at the end we're making the plan for the epic battle in the next book, which is interesting. Like, was this book necessary? Couldn't they have had the battle in this book? Can I tell you a little bit about the plots, I guess? Yeah, it's about Michael Vey and his friends. They've been apart for a while, and then they reunite for a reunion, and then one of them goes missing. I believe it is Tara, and then also another one of their friends named Abigail goes missing, and they're just trying to find both of them. At the end, I guess they kind of recruit a person that used to be part of, I can't remember the names, like the evil group or whatever, to help them find Tara, I think. They were actually looking for Taylor, but since Tara and Taylor are twins, they chose Tara when they wanted Taylor. And then there's also I think another kind of plot where Brian and Kylie, who are like the only other Electrics that never joined the Electro clan, and they're working with some people too, I think. Yeah, it's kind of, they never explained that at the end of the 7th book, which I guess I like that in that regard. Like, there is some explanation behind, like, what happened to them, because it's never said at all, mentioned in the 7th book. Although it's not even really explained fully in this book either. And we also find out, which is actually kind of cool, that there are other Electric people. They glow red, I think. Yeah, that's all we really know about them. So yeah, they're basically just trying to find Tara and Abigail, and they just realize, I'm pretty sure, that they weren't taken by the same people, and that Abigail was like in another unrelated incident, I guess. I think what they're thinking is that Brian and Kylie kidnapped Abigail, and then I can't remember there's a specific name. The group of like, okay, so basically underneath the Elgin, or within the Elgin, there are different smaller groups. We met one of them, I think, which is the Lung Li in the 4th book, Hunt for the Jade Dragon, but there are 2 others, the Chasky and the Dom Guard, and the Chasky are the people that kidnapped Tara. I can't even remember what they wanted. Oh yes, they found out that Taylor has the gift of like basically telling the future through her dream. She can tell the future, so I guess they wanted to know the future of something. So that's why they kidnapped her. And yeah, so those are the people that kidnapped Tara, and then I think Brian and Kylie are just on their own basically with the red glows, trying to heal somebody maybe, because Abigail has the gift of healing. Um, Something I guess I want to mention, kind of weird, about this is like I know time has passed, and we don't know everything that went on between last book and this book because there are multiple years. But I feel like it's kind of weird how everybody is like so great with each other, like friends with each other. Specifically, the Quentin and Tara and is that it? And Torsten, they're literally like friends, and they're like perfectly fine with each other. I feel like they didn't even fight that much in the seventh book together, and now suddenly they're just buddy buddy. Obviously, Michael and the rest of the Electro clan did like save them from death, but still, like it's it just seems kind of abrupt, I guess, since we have so much time missing. The last time I saw them, um, they weren't even really talking to each other, Michael and the Electro Clan, and like Quentin, Torsten, and Tara, and then all of a sudden they're just all best friends. I guess I understand it a little with Tara, because like Taylor is obviously Tara's sister, and like that bond is there, but yeah. At the end, Jack basically says that he trusts in the Chasky now, and um, he wants to I don't know, actually. He tells Michael to stand down or something. The last chapter is called an unexpected phone call, I think. And yes, that's it. So yeah, Jack calls him, and he's like, he kind of speaks weirdly and like not like Jack. I feel like maybe I don't know. Maybe that's not him speaking. Although I don't know how it could not be him. I guess it could be Tara, because they threatened to kill her or something if she didn't impersonate Jack, maybe, but, yeah. So basically, okay, along with Tara, they kidnapped Jack, and the head of the Chasky, through this book, through like a few chapters, we don't even get that much time with them, but, is trying to convince Jack that he has it all wrong, and the Chasky have the right point of view or the right perspective. Their intentions are good, I guess. And I guess by the end he's fully convinced that they are, because he calls Michael and he's like, they're good, we're bad. Or not they're good, we're bad, but like, does he tell him to stand down? Be smart, Michael, what's happening here is way bigger than you and me, it's bigger than the Electric Clan, it's bigger than Hatch and the Elgin never dreamed of being. These are historic moments, and unfortunately you're on the wrong side of history, my friend. You have no place here. This isn't your war. Like, that isn't how Jack would talk. And then he says, my friend, the next sentence. Or not the next sentence, but after this isn't your war, Michael says something, and then he says, then I look forward to seeing you, my friend. Jack says that. We'll be waiting. Kind of ominous, and that's really how it ends. When I read this, it was like late on March 31st, and I was just trying to finish it before the end of the month. So yeah, when the end actually came, it didn't really hit me. I was like, oh. Then that was basically it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this vlog was kind of boring. Hopefully I'll get the hang of it eventually. Um, don't hold your breath though, considering I literally forgot about this. That's so funny, I literally forgot about it. I was just looking on WeVideo, and then I realized that I had a draft called Michael Vey 8 video vlog, and I was like, wait a minute, I need to film for that, so... Yeah, there are lots of things to keep track of. I have lots of videos that I filmed and haven't edited yet, so look out for those. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I got a haircut and I also got some new glasses, so hopefully that'll motivate me to read more, like... Because recently, as of late, I know as of late, recently is the same thing, but, I have been feeling, like, kind of sad that I have so many books, like, all around my room, which I haven't read, and I'm trying to get through books as fast as possible now. Because I want to read new books, I really do. So, yeah. Wish me luck in that endeavor. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like. I have my social media handles, I guess that's what it's called, in the description if you'd like to follow me anywhere there. A lot of you aren't. I guess I don't really like talk about it that much, my social media, but I do post on those, so look out for those as well. Check out those, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, Michael Vey 8 was a disappointment, I would say. It wasn't horrible, like, not horrible writing, not horrible plot. It was interesting enough, so maybe I wouldn't say that it's not good, but it's definitely... It didn't live up to my expectations, which is always bad, which is always a bummer, so... It's not good in that regard. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you later. I wonder when this video is really gonna come out. It's probably gonna come out like in May. Even though it would have been like 2 months since I finished the book. Because honestly, yeah, I don't know how to. I'm sorry, I just need to rant a little, just a little. I don't know how to order my uploads, like when I'm gonna post things, because like there's so many things, and like I don't have a schedule. I should work on that, a posting schedule. I also want to film another video where I explain how I edit videos and how I go about making videos. So look out for that, I guess. But yeah. Wow, I went a whole day, a whole video without self-promoing a random video. That hasn't happened in a while, I feel like. Bye.